Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm Pamela Pick.
I'm Bill.
And we're coming live from Palmyra, Missouri. And I'm a little bit crooked here. I'm hoping I can get this.
Hi, Jackie. Happy birthday.
That's right. Jackie's our birthday girl. Let me
Jean shoots on. Hello, Jean.
Welcome, everyone. Come on in. Say hello. I'm trying to get the camera straightened out. Hi, Madison. I don't see anyone but Madison in here. Thank you for sharing. Now I see Jackie. Now I see Jean. Cindy. Hello. Michelle. Hello. Kristen. Jean. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So today is Jackie Johnson's birthday.
It is. As well as my dad's.
As well as Bill's dad's. And we got Jackie a card out, but we didn't get his dad a card out. So we screwed up.
Oops.
Oh well. Come on in, say hello. We're going to do a drawing for these cards. Did I get that? Where is, I thought I put it in here. Oh, here it is. I received a card from Beth Ann that I want to share with everyone. I love that she used this paper. This is Carrying Over.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it right at the moment, but
oh, it's not Carrying Over?
It is Carrying Over.
I thought that was the name of it.
No. Sorry. Ooh, did you hear that thunder?
I thought that was a dump truck.
That was huge, whatever it is. The whole house just shook. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that was loud. Anyway, I wanted to thank her for this. She sent this card to me because we lost a mutual friend, and you guys might know her. Do you guys remember Joy? I would always tease that it was Joy's fault. Joy passed away, and actually she's having her memorial today. So that was just a consolation that we had lost our friend. But it's terrible. Another stamper. And we definitely like to have our stamping friends close to us. So this is kind of a close-knit group, so if you're new, be sure to say hi to people because everyone in here are pretty friendly. We get to know each other. We enjoy looking at each other's cards and stuff. It is a really friendly group. So, shall we get started?
Yeah, Spooky's in.
All right.
Hi, Beth Ann.
Beth Ann, thank you for the card. So, I don't know if you saw that her memorial was online tonight, Beth Ann, but it's on her Facebook wall, so you can find it there if you want to visit that. So, like, comment, share, especially like if you, and comment if we do something that you like. Subscribe if you're watching later on YouTube. And let's get started. Let's also remember that sign up for my free email. It will give you the latest in announcements plus the card recipes.
That's right.
I did not do a reel or a video this week earlier. I have been sick. I'm kind of coming out of it. I'm starting to get my thumbs back. My thumbs have been kind of in some bad shape for a few days. Every time that there's rain, it seems like it gets worse. Yes, I have gotten that old. So we're going to do the drawing for these cards. This was the cards last week. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute.
They are.
Very, very cute. And you guys did a fabulous job sharing. We had quite a few shares even on YouTube, Bill.
Really?
So, yeah. So, I've mixed those up. Bill, do you want to dig into the ticket bag?
I got one.
Grab another. Well, not from...
Okay.
There we go.
Bottom.
Yeah, you were like digging.
Oh, that was France. How about that one? From the bottom.
All right. France. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much for sharing the video.
And then a Marlene Clark.
This is, yeah.
A new person that I've seen her, but I haven't seen.
I don't have your address, Marlene. So if you would get me your address, I'd be happy to send you out a card. So thank you ladies so much for sharing. I know, want to know something? I just happen to know that France loves easel cards, so that's kind of good timing. It's too bad it wasn't Jackie today.
Ah.
Jackie, you may know somebody who makes a card. Maybe they could make you one. All right, so we've got a mashup today. I've done some polling recently on what people are saying, and I've been keeping a little tally chart. And it's funny because fun folds are not actually the thing that people like the most. I mean, I know a lot of you like it, but fun folds are not the things that they like that they do the most. Actually, my most was my mashups.
Your mashups?
Yeah, so...
Well, that's awesome because we're doing one tonight.
We're doing one tonight. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to do a fun fold again because I know that there's some fun fold lovers out there. So I use this fancy border on a couple of things recently. This is a new online exclusive. It does come with some border dies that are really, really cute. We're not using the dies tonight. However, this one's sticking right through that end. I don't want to...
wondering how that was doing.
Yeah, it was sticking out. I don't want to lose it. But anyway, we're just going to be using this. And I'm actually using this image right here. So, and
is that an online exclusive?
This is an online exclusive.
And you get a bundle price with that?
Yes, you do if you buy them together. You do save 10%. You want a job? So we're going to use a couple images off of this, so just the fancy borders. Now, if you've seen it and you think, I'm not sure. I did the masculine card, and it had the scent with love in it, and I did something else that had a scent with love. I don't know. So I've decided that I'm going to pair this with, and this is actually going into our online store. And I'm pairing it with Just to Brighten Your Day. This is Sharing, Loving, Crafting. This is a cute little set. If you're a demonstrator, it holds up to our angel policy for any time that you would to sell a card that it has images, copyright, Stampin' Up. But if you're just a crafter, this is perfect. Crafting with you in mind, handcrafted by on the back. And then I love this, sharing what I love, loving what I do. So we're going to be using this and this tonight. So we're using a couple stamp sets. This isn't a bundle deal. We are also mashing it up with the Spotlight Nature's dies. There's 2 sets of these dies here. And I was really sad to see that these are not carrying over. So if this is something that's been on your list,
you better get them.
Get it by the end of this month. Yes, definitely. We're going to be using just one of these for a nice little accent piece. And then these have been around forever. These are the Stylish Shapes dies. And we're just using the middle. There's a couple different, but this is one of the middle banners on here. And so we're doing that. We're going to pair this all with, let me grab it. Ugh, everything's kind of right here. With the Woven Textures DSP. So this is a DSP that has all sorts of textures on it. And one of the things that I like is the backside has some that are just a little like lower texture. What do you got?
How do you organize your dies?
So, that's kind of a conversation for later, but real quick, I keep mine in the sleeve that they came so that it's easier for me to resell when I'm ready to resell. But I either, depending on how heavy they are and how much, I usually keep them in the package with, you see, extra pieces that I cut out thinking I was going to use and I went another direction. And these are magnet sheets. You can get them all different places. I get mine on Amazon because they hold really well and the cost is decent. But, and I'd have to link that for you to know. And then I have them in a little Walmart, like it's I don't know what it's called, a crate. And I have all my current ones in there so that all I have to do is just flip through and I can see them. So that's how I do that. Okay, back to this. I wanted the side that has the least amount of texture on it. So we're going to pull this out. This has got like almost kind of like a burlappy.
Is that beige?
It is kind of a beige. Let it go. And then we're going to be using one of our brand new in colors, and it is the Secret Sea. So this is darker than our navy color, but it's a true navy, and I've got a couple of cards that I've done with it.
The fake navy?
Well, it's not the bright navy. It's just
okay.
You know what? I'm sending you away. So I want to cut this down now. Let's see. I'm sending him away. This is at 4. And so what do I want to cut this down to? 2 3/4, I think. I can't remember. But sign up for my email and then you will get that information. And then I want to cut another 1/2 inch off on this. So we're going to use 2 pieces of this DSP. And one of the things that I love, you little crazy nut, are you making fun of me?
No, I'm not making fun of you.
You kind of seem like you're making fun of me. This is that Secret Sea. It's darker than, and with some of...
Fun with you.
Making fun with me? I'm not making fun. I was having a serious discussion here.
Oops.
Yep. Oops. So we're going to make this into the card base. And I have, there we go. So you can see how dark that is. Trust me on this. We're going to.
Looks good.
You like it. I know. You've seen a couple of things though. You're a little biased now. So I have, let's take this.
Always biased.
Yes, you are. I think what I'm going to do is, I know I always teach about when you're using photopolymer stamps to use that matte because it gives a good image, but I promise I'm going to do a good image, and I need to use my very well-loved matte. So we do sell these glass mats, and it has that grid tray, and this is something that you probably won't see from other demonstrators, but you're going to see from me. So I have some Stampin' Seal. I love this stuff because it holds very well. On my mat, I am going to put just a dab of Stampin' Seal, just a dab. And then I'm going to take my finger in it. Am I in the camera really well?
You are.
Okay. And I'm just going to kind of...
Taking the tacky off it.
Just taking a little of that tack off. But I want to hold this in place. And boy, that is a thundering, isn't it?
I thought it wasn't supposed to do it anyway.
I didn't think it was, but it is coming down. It is pretty loud. And I'm going to go ahead and tack that on there. And I will get out from my drawer while I'm thinking about it. We're going to talk about how to remove that later. But I want to take the Secret Sea and I want to ink up that large kind of, I wouldn't say floral, but it's definitely greenery image. And if you haven't, I didn't think I would like this, and I am liking this, so just an FYI. So I'm going to take this image. Oops, I can tell I missed a spot, and I don't want to do that.
Ow. How'd you do it?
Well, because you can see when you're looking at the image.
Okay.
You're looking through. So what I want to do is there's a straight line on here, and I want to take this down to the bottom. And I am going to stand, and then I can look at the straight line on each side of my block, and I can see where my lines are here to line this up nice and even. And to the best of my ability. And I'm just going to give this a good press. I'm not rocking it, but I am giving it a good press down. And I may have gone up just a little high on that. And so let's ink it again. I like to take the ink pad on these larger ones. I think I get a better inking than if I smack it in overhead. And I'm going to turn that stamp so it's this way now. And line that up. And we're just going to give that a good press so that we know that that's transferring without having that cushion. You know, I wanted to make sure.
That paper looks nice.
It does look nice, doesn't it? It's because I'm a professional, Bill. A professional. All right. So now I want to gingerly take...
Oh, yeah, because it's glued down.
Because I glued that down. So the first thing I want to do is show you. Now, I had some other glue marks on here and goobers and oobers. So I'm going to just clean up that extra ink that I have with my stamp chamois. Now, one comes with this when you buy it, as well as the silicone tray that holds like my dies and stuff when I'm working.
So how do you get
But,
the glue off?
well, say it loud so they can
How do you get the glue off?
I'm glad you asked, Bill. So if you have any, like a little cotton ball and some alcohol, I just keep this because these clean my blocks, which I never do like I should. But if you take the little alcohol swab, this will get that glue. So that's still sticky there. So let's take it. And it just dissolves that glue. So as long as you're not ripping your DSP, and this will get off any extra ink that you might have on here. And then also, just an FYI, let me see if I can pull out a block. Okay, you see how I have some residue of all kinds of gunk on this? You can also use these to clean your blocks, and they clean them up so good. Other than it cleans off the glue, it cleans off the ink. Look at that, just on my block. So just another little tip. All right.
Tip of the day.
Tip of the day. So now I have my, let's let that dry a minute. It's alcohol, it doesn't take too long. So now I have my images here stamped down, and I want to bring in a couple of markers. Now, when I first saw this combination, I was like, what? This is not gonna work. So this, but it works. This is the light summer splash that I'm using. And Bill, while I'm coloring, and then this one is the light peach pie. While I'm coloring, if you have a joke.
I do have one.
Okay, go for it. Let me say one thing though, as I say go for it. Stay away from the dark color, like don't let your marker lay on that line. You're just filling it in. You don't need it to be, oops, I kind of did that one and I didn't mean to. You don't need it to be perfect. Just make sure that you're kind of coloring quick on here. Okay, go ahead.
How do you evade someone who is trying to steal your barbecue?
Smack them. Don't take my barbecue. No, I don't know. Let me think. How do you evade someone trying to steal your barbecue? You would, yeah, I don't know. Smack them with the thing to clean the grill. What?
You kebab and weave.
Oh my gosh. Do you just sit up every week trying to figure out your
That's
next
my Tuesday task.
Tuesday task, huh?
Tuesday task. Come up with a joke for Wednesday.
You're funny. That is really kind of cute. Okay, did I get what I wanted to on that? Then I'm going to take my...
They love it.
Do they like it? It is kind of cute. I'm going to take my peach pie. So I've got that dark color from the Secret Sea, the dark navy. I've got the peach pie coming in here, and this really shows amazing. And then I've got the beautiful summer splash. So this is a combination that I probably wouldn't have put together, and I love it. Now it's going to look a little different on here than it will on actual white, but stick with me because I got all kinds of things that I'm going to be showing you with these new colors. I wasn't quite sure what to think on this color because it is a very almost black blue. I would say it's a true navy color. But isn't this easy? And it's so relaxing to do this. I love it.
Not as relaxing as thinking up jokes.
Do you really? What do you do? Go search in the internet, or do guys at work trade them, or what? I mean, where do you get them?
People send them to me.
I've seen that. I've seen Emily's been putting some on your wall.
Yep.
I'm surprised you didn't use those. Oh, are they out there and so now you can't? Or are you going to try them?
I don't know yet.
So, yeah. I know Madison sends you some too.
Yes, she does.
Crazy girl. Okay, so you do however you want to do. I've just kind of colored in that. So I've got this really pretty. And that trick of lining that up, whether you have grid paper or one of these, I suggest one of these because they really protect your space. Even with using an alcohol-based marker, which you can see goes through, it protects your surface. I don't have to worry about that. So let's set that aside for a moment and let's see what else is in here. In our pack, we have a piece of scrap paper, so we'll go with this next. And since I don't have to be so careful, I will take this. I'm going to use the Just to Brighten Your Day, and we're going to put this in the Secret C. Let's get a bunch of this stamping done. Oh, man, I talk about you tapping too hard. I gotta be...
New colors.
Yes, okay.
They're squishy.
They are squishy. They're very inky this time. Let me clean that off because that is quite the tap. Are we supposed to be getting storms tonight?
This is our 20% chance.
I guess so. And then I'm going to set this aside. We're just going to go ahead and ink everything while I've got this out here. So let's do, where's the, oh, here it is. The Sharing What I Love, Loving What I Do, because this card is just to brighten your day. So I'm just sending a card for no reason. Boy, I am really smacking that down, aren't I?
You are. Smack down.
The smackdown. And then I'm going to go ahead in and let's do one here and one here. This is the envelope so that you have a nice matching envelope. Actually, and I think I want to do it one more time. I'm going to do it right here. I can hear it coming down pretty good.
Oh, I can't hear a thing.
It's beating on the house. How do you not hear that, Bill? Okay, now that's the stamping portion, and that was all in the new color. You cannot get this yet, not till May, called Secret C. And then I'm going to come back in with...
You know how they could get it?
How? They could
share
join.
it. They could share it. And I draw their name next week. And they get that color.
That color isn't available next week for him, so sorry, Bill.
You're putting it on the paper.
Oh, he means the drawing for the card. I thought you meant for the color.
No, well, they could join. And
yeah, you can join
pre-order.
and do a pre-order and you can get the new stuff. That's an option too. Or you're right, you can do what he said and you could.
Or be one of our fabulous customers.
That's right. Okay, so here we go. And I've just done that with the Summer Splash. Now, on this little piece of paper, this will be for the inside of the card. I'm going to go ahead and just glue this down. I'm right in the camera, right? I'm not too far back.
Yeah, you're right at the bottom of this thing, but you're there.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So
You're there.
Let's bring this and trim this off. And now we've got such a fun little inside for the card. So let's bring our card base back and we'll have a matching inside and a matching outside. Can you not hear that, Bill?
I hear it now.
That was beating on the house a minute ago.
I don't hear the rain, I hear the thunder.
Oh, I hear the rain.
trying to get grass seed planted. Keeps raining.
He keeps trying to put down seed and it either washes it away or...
Birds eat it.
We're trying, yeah, the birds are getting our seed. Okay. So we've got that. We've got our envelope. Let's set that aside. Oh. We've got a matte layer of the peach pie, which is awfully bright. So we're just going to do a matte layer on that. We're going to put this on. So other than these, and we're going to do 2 matte layers because I'm also going to do the summer splash. So how many of you already have this set? How many of you have been looking at it because of the neat borders? You're going to need 2 of these. And the first one we're going to mat here. Oh, I screwed up. Oh well. The second one was supposed to be matted on the inside. Oh. I'll show them the one that I did correctly. I already put that down and it's still really cute.
Alberta, Canada.
Okay.
Going on, eh?
Bill, Alberta is one of the more, that and British Columbia are one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Oh. And I lived in Alaska for 3 years. So this is the 1 3/4 circle punch. And I never saw northern lights the way I did in Canada, on the west side there of Canada.
Not even in Alaska?
Not even in Alaska. Didn't even hold. No. Oh. I loved Alaska, but didn't hold a star to what British Columbia and what Alberta. Yeah. Oh, some of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Although we actually drove through when we were coming through, Alan, and I thought I blew the gate, and I thought, I was like screaming, they're going to come get us. You just blew the gate. We didn't.
Oh, okay.
But
back then they didn't care.
Oh my goodness. Nothing political right now.
I know.
Okay. All right, so I've used that Spotlight in Nature die to just put on our sentiment. And what I'm going to do is I want to just set this right down. Now look at that color together.
Ooh, that is
Isn't that
pretty
striking? So
awesome.
Look at it this way with that color. It's so gorgeous.
That it looked good with beige.
Bill, you and your beige. I don't know what we're going to do with him. You guys created a monster. He tells jokes like this all the time now. And he laughs about it. Even if I don't laugh or if I tell him they're bad, he laughs at himself. He's his own little comedy show. Okay. So now I put out the Stylish Shapes dies, and this is the one that I use, and I cut it out in peach pie because we're gonna set this right in the middle.
Oh, that's kind of cool how you set that up.
And then we're gonna set this in, and actually I think what I might do, yeah, I'm gonna do that right in the middle. That pulls these colors all together, and it makes this navy.
That's right, Cindy, I'm my own best friend.
Oh, Cindy, don't even get me started. Which Cindy?
Dotson.
Oh, yeah, don't get me started on this boy. He is also his own rock band, if you guys did not know that. When we're in a car, he can sing the heck out of a tune. No, not really. All right. And, oh, I just have 2 left on this. Let's go ahead and pop this up and be sure to use these edges because they are worth it. So I did. So this is kind of a mashup 7-layer salad, but anyone can do this. So, trying to get that word bright and kind of centered. It's so hard with the camera up your nose. All right. And then the last thing, these are another thing. These are the 2024-2026 in color gems. I believe these are going out, but they match so perfectly. I couldn't not do this. Let me grab.
Why are they going out? 2026?
Because we got a new calendar. They've got, or a new catalog. They've got new things coming. So what I'm going to do, and I know I generally tell you to do things in odd numbers, but this is such a symmetrical piece. I couldn't not do it without doing the even number. So
they love this color combo.
Isn't this color combo just gorgeous? It's so gorgeous. I love it. Now, let me show you, because I did have that green on the inside. So let me show you the other one, because one won't have the green. It's perfectly sendable, but look at what the green does in there, though, with your piece of DSP. Isn't this cute? It's such an easy card and so much fun. I had to share it with you, because sometimes you see a stamp set, and I've done a few things with this one. Let me grab it so you guys know.
Somebody was asking what the name is.
This is the Fancy Borders. Now, when you buy them together with the Fancy Borders, you do save the 10%. And then I also used the Sharing, Loving, Crafting. And this is great, especially if you're a demonstrator, because we're not allowed to sell any of our cards unless it has copyright Stampin' Up. And so that gives you that ability. But it handcrafted by if you're just a card maker. And it's so stinking cute. So cute. All right. So, let's see. The other thing is
that an online exclusive?
Yes, it is. The Fancy Borders is an online exclusive. The Sharing, Loving, and Crafting is it's just in our online store. Now, these are going out. If you don't have them, I highly suggest, I'm horrified that these are leaving as much as my Tailored Tag Punch. This is Spotlight and Nature's Dies. Definitely hook yourself up with those.
And how do you do that? Through the link?
Yes, through my online store. And I will click a link to my online store in the description section. Be sure to sign up for my emails, because it'll give you all the measurements. So this is the last host code that we'll ever use. Stampin' Up! Is going to a new host code system that will start here on the 15th. So is that next Tuesday?
Something like that.
Yes. And when they do, we will never have to do host codes again. But right now, before then, I will be until the 13th of this month, because that's when I'm going to turn in that host code. Please use this host code on any orders over $150. Now, I do have a Perks Rewards program, and I'm going to continue with the Perks Rewards program. It will probably change, since the reason I initially started the Perks Rewards program was because Stampin' Up! Was not offering the 10% that they did for hosts. And since people don't have parties anymore like they used to, that's why Stampin' Up! Is changing. And so I would give the 10% by everyone using my host code. That is now going to be going away, and I will have to look at what I can do with that. But I have been kind of sharing it with everyone who didn't post or didn't do a party size class but made an order. Then they would get the rewards. I still want to keep with a perks program, so hopefully within the next week.
It's the final countdown.
Yes, it's the final countdown to the host codes. Now, we are working for a challenge. And for every $75 order before tax and shipping, we will send you a, we're kind of halfway gone already. I ordered 30 of these, and we're down to what did I say, 16, 17?
Yeah, we're at.
Yeah. But we got half the month to go. So when you place a
9/16 of the way there.
9/16. Bill, stop. Anyway, he's trying to be funny still. For every $75 order, you will get an embellishment. On top of that, and this is only through the 30th of this month, on top of that, for every $50 order, your name will be put into a drawing. And we have some people that have like their name in the drawing 6 times already. And thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Yes, we really want to hit this goal. It's kind of a small little reward that Stampin' Up! Is challenging us, but we really want to hit it. So I have 6 different prizes. One is in a stamp set. There is one of my ribbon wraps. There's all kinds of stuff. I've got some...
The basket is not part of it.
Yeah, the basket's not part of it. I've even got one of these...
Table bowls.
Yeah, table trashes that are up for grabs. So definitely get your name in there. So if you spend $75, you're already going to get the embellishment, and you'll get your name in one time into the drawing. So plus then you'll get a couple perks rewards. Remember to check the last chance products. There are a few things, and the reason why that's important to say, there's a few things that I want you to be aware of. They can't change the 10% bundled savings, but if they put it on clearance, they sometimes mark the clearance down less than the bundled savings. So you might want to check to see, I think it was Pretty Petals. Is that the one that caught my mind? That the flower and the stamp set and the dies were at a better price without the bundled 10% savings. I don't know how much it was marked down to, but I know it was marked down more. So definitely check our last price offer. Last chance products offer. And these cards will be available next week for our drawing.
Oh, there's going to be a bunch of names in there.
Is there really? Well, good. Thank you guys so much. So we'll be back next week.
Watch it on YouTube. You can share it too.
You can share it from YouTube. Just be sure to let me know that you did. Okay. Was there any questions or anything?
No, you answered them all.
Okay. You guys have a great evening, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.